And welcome back. Here we go. Chapter 15, A Perfect Match with Tanise and Alif. Before the storm. Nadia? And Steve? You tear your eyes from the screen. The one next to it shows Nadia's cell door, not too far from yours. I'm coming for you, Nadia. With the guards out of the way, you leave the security room and sprint to where Nadia is being held. What is this place? You glance at the master bedroom on your right. The bed and the floor's surfaces are covered with rose petals and unlit candles.
Ew. That's your cousin.
You hear familiar peals of laughter and follow it to the living room.
That's cheating!
You can't blame me for having better aim. Nadia and Steve sit face to face on the couch. Steve holds a bowl of chocolate-covered marshmallows, and A Battle of Crowns plays on the TV. He's so surprised to see you that he accidentally tosses his marshmallow onto Nadia's forehead.
Ah!
She nearly falls over the couch to catch the marshmallow in her mouth.
Yeah. You're making me lose on purpose!
Nadia? Were you expecting company? Nadia whirls around. You lift up your goggles for a moment and catch your cousin's eye.
Hot dude!
Steve stands abruptly and tidies his shirt. He offers his hand to you. I'm Steve. Steve Tennyson. Nice to meet you. Dude. I'm Hot Dude. Yeah. This entire thing has been feeling like one big time warp over and over again. It's annoying. Nadia, listen, what's going on? Nadia engulfs you in a crushing hug without thought.
How did you get here? Are you okay?
Yeah, but I don't understand. I mean, what, arrows? Shh! Nadia clamps your mouth with her hand, looking thoroughly alarmed. Steve looks from you to Nadia. Everything all right?
Yeah, we're just gonna go check on our supplies!
Nadia drags you to the kitchen by the elbow before Steve can reply. She speaks in hushed whispers.
Don't talk about arrows! Steve doesn't know that it isn't real! That was my hushed whisper.
Yeah, remembered that. I mean, wait, what? Nadia waves her hand in the air, panic growing in her eyes.
Arrows pre-programmed him to think that we've been living here the whole time!
Hasn't he tried to get out?
It's been less than a day. We were, occupied.
Yeah, I noticed. But you're not seriously considering staying, are you? Nadia bites her lower lip. She glances at the living room nervously.
I don't know. I mean, at least here he's okay. We're finally together again. We're safe. Love kicks your butt.
That's heavy. That's heavy. Would you do that? Would you sit there and be in one place just all the time and just keep trying, and knowing that this is all just an experiment for you, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
Like, wow.
You love her some Steve.
Safe. But
maybe this isn't a textbook definition of real. Maybe it is just an experiment, but I don't care. If this is our only way to stay alive, then I'm gonna...
what about us? And Damien, Sloan, and Aiden. Nadia, arrows won't keep you here safe forever. I know this isn't what you want to hear, but I mean, as soon as they find no use for you and Steve, they're gonna take all of this away. Nadia opens her mouth, but you hear Steve approach the kitchen. Those souffles looking good? Nadia strides to his side and curls her arm around his waist. He hugs her protectively before looking at you. You two didn't come here to check on dessert, did you? No. That word you said, it sounds familiar to me. Eros? You turn to Nadia, silently pleading her to see reason. After a moment, she sighs heavily.
Steve, we had a life before this, outside of this house.
What do you mean? This house isn't real. Eros designed this cell to trap Nadia and wear her down to get intel.
And she knew.
Mm-hmm.
She knew what was going on and she didn't care.
That's what I'm saying.
Like she had the same scene as Hot Dude did, but then she was like, I don't care. That's crazy.
Yep.
That is crazy.
Yeah. Yep. Intel? On what? I mean, and why? Nadia holds Steve's face in her hands.
For our first date, we went to a painting class, and you took me to a candy shop on the way home, in front of my apartment building where there was a wide puddle, and you laid down your jacket so I could cross without getting my shoes wet.
Steve's eyebrows knit together as he places one hand on top of Nadia's.
After our housewarming party, we made a pillow fort on the roof, a tent with string lights, some music. And you said, if it's all right with you, I'd love...
Seconds tick by excruciatingly before Steve's troubled eyes clear up. I'd love to make you happy for the rest of time. Realization slowly dawns on his face.
All right. I get it, Nadia.
Yeah. He glances at you and lets out a sad smile. Hot dude. Hey, Steve. At the airport, I watched you leave, and they... He flinches and closes his eyes. They forced me into a jet, a metal table, and I'm not human.
Steve.
An alarm blares loudly within the house. You hear loud footsteps and shouted commands beyond the door you came from. They're coming.
Steve, the security pad beside the door.
Steve runs to the door and punches the electric lockbox beside it. Go! I'll cover for you and Hot Dude.
Absolutely not.
Nadia, we don't have time to discuss this.
There is no discussion. I'm not losing you again. Steve, I love you.
I love you too. So much. Which is why you need to go. You look between the two of them.
Click on it.
What kind of question is this? What do you mean?
Click on it.
What is that? I don't know what that means.
Click on it.
Just click him? I don't... Okay. Oh! Oh, yeah. We'll think of a way to hold him. Steve, you're coming with us. Yeah. The guards bang on the door. This is the last warning. Hey!
Open up the door.
Open up, let's go!
Go!
The three of you frantically look for some sort of weapon, but there's only furniture available. Nadia, help me move the couch.
And his freaking taser.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Anyway, go ahead.
Nadia pushes the couch with you to block the door. Steve follows with the TV rack. The three of you split up to shove as many cabinets as possible against the door. Barricade. Great job, hot dude.
You too, Steve!
Oh, thanks. Yeah, you too, Steve.
Let's go!
Nadia grabs your hand and Steve's. The three of you bolt out of the door through the back door. Nope. Out of the house to the back door. That's okay. You sprint down the hallway with Nadia and Steve in tow until you come upon a corridor lined with barred cells.
Is this a prison?
Feels like every room in here is a prison. Although I guess ours was considerably more comfortable. Wait, I hear something up ahead. Get back! The three of you duck behind a corner. You peek your head out just enough to spy a figure speaking to a prisoner in one of the cells. You're starting to sweat, Nazario. Just answer my questions and this could all be over. Go to hell! Hey, don't bite the hand that may or may not feed you. Just tell me everything you dug up on Eros and everyone you told. Tell me where my friends are. Why? You gonna save them, big shot? Just like you saved that kid, Beitan? Damon slams his hands against the metal bars with a furious metal clang. The guard smirks mockingly from the other side. Oh, looks like I struck a nerve. Yeah, I read your file, Nazario. It's only a matter of time before I break you down. Damien!
We've got to get him out!
Up ahead, you spot a set of keys on the wall behind the guard.
They didn't know they were going to be getting out and running around.
I know, but does everybody have keys floating around next to them? I mean, it's like a video game. I mean, it technically is, but I'm just saying. I have an idea. Oh, you do you? You adjust the coat and goggles on your guard uniform. I got this.
Uh-oh.
I should trick the guard, man. Wait a minute. Don't I have a taser? This would like take 3 seconds.
It's up to you.
I don't know which to do here.
I'm sure both of them will work.
Okay, let's see. You stride into the room with purpose. What do you want? You'll have to wait your turn with the prisoner. I'm not done here. Boss says you are. We got a situation in the East Corridor. You're needed there ASAP, dude.
Dude.
Well, why aren't you going? The boss asked me specifically for you. You want me to radio him with your excuses? Hmm? No. On my way. I'm not done with you. We're not done with the little trip down memory lane, buddy. Yeah, that's right. He scurries out of the room in a hurry.
They seriously need to give those guards a vacation. Just saying.
Yeah. Or maybe like a dental plan or some health or something. Because, I mean, wow. I mean, like, they get beaten up and they still have to come right back at it.
I know.
They don't get to go to the hospital or anything.
Didn't Nadia break this dude's nose?
Like, he's, like, gotten, like, most of the beatdowns.
I know.
It's crazy.
Anyway, go ahead.
Too easy. Oh. Hot dude? We turn the keys from the wall and find a familiar figure already holding them.
Nicely done, hot dude. I was waiting in the hallway to dispatch the guard myself, but you did the heavy lifting for me. I'm impressed.
Alana strides over to Damien's cell door and unlocks it, just as Nadia and Steve come running up. Nadia points an accusing finger at Alana. Yeah, this is going to be funny.
What are you doing here?
Well, we kind of went through that already. I mean, it's this guy. It's really it.
Yeah.
She goofed. So,
Crazy about her naming.
that's what it is. Yeah! And, who are you?
I'm so glad Steve's there. I missed you, Steve.
I kind of missed me too. I'm angry though. I'm angry.
Steve, baby, this is Damien's ex, Alana, who betrayed us all.
Oh. Yeah, that would do it. Well, what are you doing here?
Yay!
Yeah.
I came back for you, obviously.
Not that obviously. I think it was more come back for this guy. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, you did? Really? Come on. Alana steps into the cell and extends a hand.
I was talking to Damien.
I
have a... Oh, you figured? Well, I have a lifeboat stashed away at the coast. It's enough for the two of us to get away. She still don't get it.
Just the two of us?
Just like old times.
Damien shakes his head and sighs. This isn't old times anymore, Alana. I won't abandon everyone else.
Damien, don't be stupid. This could be our only chance to escape.
I don't expect you to understand. I know the concept of friends is still foreign to you.
You're right. I don't have friends. You were the closest thing I had, Damien.
Oh. You can still melt me. That's right.
Huh?
You can still melt me. That's kind of big.
Aww.
Alana, you don't have to be alone.
Oh, you're so nice, hot dude.
You keep acting like you're better off on your own, but it doesn't have to be that way. You see a momentary flicker of pain in Alana's eyes. Something that almost looks like loneliness.
Maybe you're right.
Alana turns and strides away, her steps echoing down the corridor as she leaves your view.
Well, now I feel kind of bad. Should we have asked her to stay with us?
I'm not saying what she did was forgivable. There was some good in her. She just wants to do what's right. She just never had anyone put faith in her. Yeah, maybe she deserves a second chance.
I mean, there's also safety in numbers, and she is a badass Interpol agent. It wouldn't hurt to have her combat and espionage skills on our side.
Recruiting Alana to your side will unlock new scenes and alter future story. Yeah.
Do you want her? You don't have to. It's your story. It's your decision.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Wait, Alana, wait! You all hurry around the corner to catch up with Alana.
No need for parting shots. I'll be on my way.
No, that's not why I'm here. We want you to stay with us. ...
What?
You heard us. We should stick together.
Really? Even after what I did, after I proved that I didn't have your backs?
It's
Which
different
is a very
this time.
British thing to say. Have your backs. I know I'm the one that chose British, but...
It's different this time. This time we've got yours.
Aw,
Yeah.
you're so sweet, hot dude! Don't you think he's sweet, Steve?
Yeah. Definitely sweet. Sweet like a pug. Puggy face.
You'd take a gamble like that on someone like me.
All in. Alana looks away, shaking her head in disbelief, before flashing a smile.
Then hell, maybe you're my kind of people after all.
Come on, let's do this. Alana falls in step with you and the others as you make your way to the end of the hall.
And also, no one has come after you at all.
Indeed. Cameras everywhere. Nothing. And he blew his cover 100% because he said his name like 50,000 times in the hallway, in the uniform. It's spectacular. And how come those two guards are the only ones who don't get to have like the fancy outfits for the cold?
That's true.
Like they have to be in those suits.
That's a good point.
In the freezing, they treat them wrong. They treat them
They
wrong.
treat them so bad.
I'm telling you. As you run down the hallway beside Damien, you notice his hand trembling. He catches you looking. Damien, are you okay? Damien clenches and unclenches his fist. Eyes on the road, hot dude.
Everyone, stop!
Nadia points at one of the screens. It shows a picture of Orion. Oh. You don't think... Everyone hurries toward it. The display crackles before Sloane appears on screen.
I did it. I found you. Is everyone okay?
Yeah, but how are you doing this?
I hacked into one of their radio terminals to send you this message. But I can't stay online for long.
A friendly reminder, we're still in the middle of an escape. We need to keep going. Where?
Here, I'm hiding in their old communications tower. Stay on the outer edges of the island. Head east towards the curved tree line, then go north. And make sure to exit through the next door on your right. Within the next 2 minutes, the guard will be on break.
Good thing we did all of this stuff within the last couple of minutes. I mean, that's perfect. And I got a taser and a uniform. This is spectacular. Hey, Sloan, do you have any keys next to you? That'd be perfect. You just, like, unlock a few doors, you know, from where you are. That'd be great. The screen switches to a map of Eros' island. Sloane's location marked with a blinking blue light to show everybody
where they are.
Exactly.
After our breakout, they'll send most of the guards to monitor Hayden and the island gates. They'll think we are in a hurry to leave.
Then we'll see you soon.
Copy that.
The wind and snow howl relentlessly, but you're insulated from head to toe, unlike everybody
else.
This is a pretty cool background.
Yeah, for sure.
This is pretty good. Your boots help you walk with ease, and the goggles protect you from snowfall. Well, I'd have turned into an ice sculpture without this suit. Oh, yeah.
I should have taken the boat.
Well, I'm sure it's still there waiting for you.
Ooh. That makes me feel loads better. Thanks, hot dude.
You roll your eyes at her dripping sarcasm. Damien, who leads the group instead of you for some reason, looks back with a wavering smile. Hot dude, Nadia, you alright?
I'm freezing!
Well, we'll be there soon, I promise. Steve uses his body to shield Nadia from the wind. That's just, yeah.
That's so sweet.
When it changes direction, he rushes to her other side diligently to protect her.
He's so sweet.
I'm sorry. The snow's coming from all directions.
It's okay. Come here.
Nadia stretches out her hand. Steve holds her close.
You're the best, Steve.
I know. After a long hike with no sound but the billowing blizzard and footsteps crunching against the snow, we finally see the tower in the distance. Oh, there it... You suddenly lose balance against the slippery ground. I should grab onto a boulder. You grab onto a nearby boulder and successfully steady yourself. Finally learn how to stand on your own two legs, huh? Yeah, shut up. You enter the small building next to the tower. You find it barren, with basic equipment and a few dusty computers in the corner.
You made it! Is that...
Sloan, lovely to see you again. I think we briefly saw each other at the housewarming party.
That feels light years away, but Nadia has talked so much about you, I already feel like you're my friend.
Steve laughs, and they shake hands politely. Well, I'm glad you're okay, Sloan. Thank you for getting us here. Sloan opens her mouth to speak, but pauses when she sees Alana step in.
Dun dun dun. Dot dot dot.
Yeah.
So, speechless to see me back, glasses. Kinda hoped you wouldn't be back, Missy. What? You can give out nicknames and we can't?
Alana stares at her in surprise and amusement, but recovers quickly. Alana's part of our team. How did I get back into this outfit? I don't know why I bothered to change back into this, but that's okay. Anyway, Alana's part of our team now, at least for the time being. Chaw.
So long as she doesn't sell us out again. I won't, and for what it's worth, I'm glad you're still in one piece, Sloan. And also, I must point out, Eros would never trust me ever again after what I did with the dinner, you know. So...
That's true.
Likewise.
Alright, now that our reunion has come to a close, how are we getting out of here?
Well, first step would be to find Hayden.
She won these boxes or something? Something like an Indiana Jones thing where we're just going from place to place, box to box. That sounds like the opposite of keeping you safe, Nadia. I just got your back.
I understand that, but
you don't want to leave anyone behind.
Yeah.
Nadia smiles at how easily he follows her thought. Steve sighs with a smile and kisses her hand. Your stubborn hopefulness is one of the things I miss the most.
Aw, Steve.
And seeing Hayden and I are bonded by similar circumstances.
Good way to put it. Smooth, babe.
Thanks. Let's find a way to get her out.
Let me get this straight. You want to go back into the headquarters? That's suicide.
I know before I've hesitated, but no one deserves to be left here. Hayden's with us. Exactly. We can't leave because it means a lot to me. She's more than a friend by this point.
Of course.
So, she means a lot to me. I'll do anything I can to keep her alive.
That's right.
Your thoughts drift back to the cell you shared with Harley, and you fill the others in on everything. They made a match who looks like Hayden. They took everything that makes her who she is and distorted all of it. Playing creator just to get data and reactions out of us?
That's horrifying. I had no idea.
Who knows what else they were getting up to? Besides, if the situation were reversed, Hayden would already be storming in guns blazing to get us out. Without a second thought. Sloan nods at you before her stance hardens.
I'm the one with the plan to get us out of here, so if saving Hayden isn't part of your agenda, you can go! I don't want you to, of course. And there are no hard feelings, but... I'm done vouching for Hayden every time an opportunity to leave her presents itself. Well, this may be my only chance to get even with Cecile and her boss.
What's our place, Sloan?
Follow me.
Sloan leads you to an old computer and types rapidly.
I secured our post-dinner footage, and Hayden was taken to a separate floor within the building. They have a basement where the matches are kept before activation or reset. Hayden was checked in as a match 109. minutes after her arrival and scheduled for repurposing tomorrow morning.
We'll find her before then.
Everyone should be ready bright and early, which gives us exactly 5 hours of sleep.
I'll try and find some cucumber slices to hide your panda eyes. Well, that's a little catty.
Thanks, cuz. Steve and I will make this place a bit more homey for everyone tonight. Alana, I will scavenge for late night snacks. I swear, if all we have is a pack of mixed nuts. Won't know till we search, will we? I won't eat those mixed nuts.
Alana grumbles in annoyance, but trails after her. I'll scout our surroundings. Make sure we're still under the radar. Everyone goes their separate ways except for you and Damien. His shoulders are tense with worry, and he fails to mask his agitation. He waves his hand nonchalantly when he sees your face. I'm okay. It's just been a long day. Yeah. This isn't foreboding in any sense whatsoever. This is good. This is gonna be great. It's gonna be great. When he speaks, his voice is low and raspy. They brought up Beitan to get a rise out of me back in my cell. They know to press where it hurts. But maybe it wouldn't hurt as much if I can talk it out with someone I trust.
Who could that be?
Who knows? Damien offers a small smile as he shoves his hands in his jacket pockets. Dear, why don't you take a walk with me? Yeah? No, let him stew in whatever that was for the rest of the 5 hours of barely any sleep. I'll find us some blankets. And I'll see you outside. You walk with Damien under the starry sky. His elbows brush yours every time you take a step. When you're far enough from the building, safely enclosed by the pine trees, Damien takes a seat on a flat boulder. It's just wide enough to fit both of you. You know, I've been on the other side of the desk long enough to learn how to keep your mouth shut. But Beitan, I hope that's how you pronounce it.
I have no idea. I've been pronouncing it Batan, so yours is better than mine.
He takes a deep, staggering breath. I'm ready to tell you what happened that day, but it's difficult to hear. If you'd rather I keep the details to myself, I'll understand. I see. Well, you can tell me everything. I'll be all right. You wait patiently as he collects his thoughts. Leon Rolfe. That was his name. Trafficked illegal drugs, a pain to track, thoroughly merciless, even to his own team. He left a trail of bodies behind, snitches, cops who got too cocky, buyers buried in debt. The case kept getting handed off one precinct to another, and no one wanted to take it, so I volunteered. My captain partnered me with the best of the best. Alana. Damien nods. Leon's got pulls all over the place. Dens hidden around the globe, which is how Interpol got involved. They asked Alana and I to join one of their task forces. Anyway, this guy would vanish for weeks at a time. Every time he came back, it felt like he was taunting us, waiting for us to strike. I was obsessed. I would have lost myself if Alana hadn't kept my head straight. Slowly, we started catching up, recognizing his pattern, beating him to the chase, and slowly winning in his twisted game. What happened next? I'm just going to tell you. Word floated that he was in Beitan. I assume it was one of his last operation bases that The biggest. One of his informants came to us offering information in exchange for protection and immunity. Is he the one who gave bad intel? The one that you told me about? No, his stories lined up with the data we had on Leon. And it was a move of vengeance. Leon had slaughtered that man's family.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Our team discreetly evacuated a section of the village. I asked my team to double check to be absolutely sure it was free of civilians before we moved in that night. Leon was outnumbered 10-1, but he still put up a fight. After the ringing of bullets, there was this eerie silence. Then I heard this awful sound coming from the alleyway behind his house. He closes his eyes with a pained expression. A stray had hit a young civilian girl. I don't know how she was left behind, but why she was there in the first place. I found out later her name was Kiba. She clutched my hand, didn't say a word, just looked at me. Kept looking at me. Until she closed her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
She was only 9. Life ahead of her. Well, I think about her every single day. I just don't want her to be forgotten. And we managed to take in Leon, and the supervisors said we had done our job well, but I couldn't help thinking about her. Damien. The bullet wasn't mine, but I was the one who gave the all clear that it might as well have been.
Mm-hmm.
For the next few cases, my head clearly wasn't in it anymore. So Interpol sent me home. The captain told me to take the time I needed before returning. And I decided not to go back. Damien. I don't know what to say. I mean, I could say this, but you're not going to believe it. I'm sorry, dude. Damien nods and looks away, wiping his face quickly with the back of his hand. Yeah, I am too. Damien keeps his eyes on the sky, his voice slowly regaining strength. You know, being here on this island, it's making me realize how much Beitan's changed me. How it influences every judgment I make. I feel like I have to be in control all the time. Like I have to know everything in order to keep everyone safe. But the things you fear can turn into your weaknesses if you refuse to face it with open eyes. You notice his fingers trembling on his lap once more. I don't want them to force this into something that it isn't, you know?
Yeah, don't.
Okay, because that's what you ought to do, you know, to steady somebody who's like,
Yeah.
got kind of shaky stuff happening, but I know they're going to misread that and just turn it to something and just unnecessary. You place your hand on Damien's shoulder. He smiles and pats it kindly. I don't want my past to define me or my life. Not anymore. So, thank you, Hot Dude, for being here with me. Thank you for telling me. I'm grateful you did. The tension between you slowly evaporates, leaving enough space to breathe again. Well, now that you've dealt with your demons, you're practically invincible. Damien laughs, and for the first time in days, it wholly fills his eyes. I can't be invincible when I'm busy babysitting you and Nadia. Hey! Damien nudges your shoulder with a devilish grin. You chuckle as you watch your breath become smoke.
I know this is like a terrible thing to be thinking about right now.
Mm-hmm.
You did an excellent job with the story,
Mm-hmm.
but that would make a hell of an audition monologue.
Yeah, it would, actually. I appreciate that.
You did a great job.
Thank you. Also, hot dude, yeah. I'm sorry I've been so difficult when it comes to Sloan and Hayden, like at that dinner at the safe house. I realize I could have delivered my point in a more civil way, and I'm just worried for you. And Nadia. Oh. I think I'm not the one you need to say sorry to, but I understand, man. The apology accepted. I want everyone to be safe, too. And I know why you said what you did. That I didn't mean some of it, the harsh parts. Add that. It's not like there's a guidebook on how to navigate all of this. Thank you, Hot Dude. I told you once that we can't let emotions get the better of us. That we have to play it smart. But I don't think it's true anymore. I didn't leave New York because I was afraid of Eros. Or because I can't make up a new identity, start fresh somewhere. He takes a deep breath and smiles at me. Because of you and Nadia.
Aww.
No, I know. But thanks anyway. Damon shakes his head with a laugh. Right then. Moment over. Let's get back inside. No! Hit me with more validations and wholesome feelsy confessions. The ones you always love to do all the time, man. Come on. I'm leaving. Good luck getting down on your own. You slide down the boulder and hurriedly follow Damien back to the tower. Wait for me! You approach Nadia, who's tidying up several boxes in the corner.
I'm making a box bed!
We're interior decorating!
Yay!
Yay! Hey, you alright?
Yeah, I've just been missing home more than usual. But it's okay. I mean, that's where we're headed tomorrow anyway. I can wait a little longer.
You know what? I'm ready to head back too. I want to wake up in my apartment, do my morning routine from start to finish without getting interrupted.
Your morning routine consists of a shower, concert, and getting caffeinated.
You'd be surprised how hard it is to accomplish both on the run.
Nah, I can relate. I miss my endless supply of bath bombs so bad, and I actually dreamt of being in my hot tub last night. By the way, bath bombs are just little round circles that you put in the bathtub. They are not dangerous.
Okay.
Just letting you guys know.
I figured that wasn't the case, but I didn't know where that was going with it. It would be nice to feel relaxed and normal again.
It's like the words no longer exist in our vocabulary.
Yeah. Especially normal. Yeah, that's not in the cards.
Then what about a new normal? Old and current lives intertwined.
I think I'd like that.
I know it may seem silly to some people running around the globe for someone else. It's not like I don't love my life before Steve. Because I do. But he makes me happy. Steve makes me happy.
What? Sorry. Passed out for a minute. Nope. Decorate, yes.
And I think someone who understands you, who makes you laugh, and genuinely loves you is worth fighting for.
I agree. Hey, Steve. Steve. Say Steve-O. Steve. I was surrounded by doggies.
Aww. We should totally get a dog when we get back, Steve.
Oh my god, Pomeranian. Let's get Pomeranian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nadia circles her arm around yours quickly and rests her head on your shoulder.
Cousin. I'm glad we went through this together, hot dude. I'm not glad that we went through this, but I'm glad that we were together to go through this. You see what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Thank you for not leaving me behind.
You know I'd never do that. You spot Steve sitting cross-legged against the wall. He dabs and wipes Nadia's soaked shoes with his shirt carefully, as if afraid to leave scratches. Dab. Nadia made you do that? He looks up and smiles. No, I just don't want her feet to get cold. I should have guessed.
He's awesome.
You take a seat next to him. It's good to have you back, Steve. It's good to be back. Thank you for convincing me to come with you. Don't mention it. So, how do you feel about everything that's happened? I mean, wow. I'm afraid I don't remember much. I wish I do sometimes. Even the difficult parts. So I can be more of a help. Mind tampering does seem to be Eros' forte.
Mm-hmm.
And don't worry about helping. We're doing the best we can. We're all doing the best we can. Steve nods thoughtfully. Every new memory installed buries the previous ones and makes them harder to access. Hard, but not impossible. Sometimes you just need the right person to bring you back to life. He glances at Nadia, who's stacking her boxes into a make-believe throne. No matter what happens tomorrow, I know I'll have someone worth fighting for. You approach Alana, who sits on a chair, her legs resting on an empty table. She watches Sloane struggling to open the fridge a few feet away. Not gonna help her? Alana chuckles with gleaming eyes.
It's character building. You can't always kick things and hope they pop open.
Actually, about what you did back there, I mean, you only stayed for Damon, didn't you? Might as well address the elephant in the room. I mean, are you still in love with him?
Mm.
This is a really bad time to ask you, but I just, little fan service here, Her posture grows defensive as she rises from a chair.
I'm not in love with anyone.
Denying it won't get you anywhere.
I regret letting him walk away, but that's all. He's the closest friend I have.
She stops herself from saying what she wanted to say, before letting out a catty smirk.
I'll be on my best behavior, hot dude, at least until we make it off this goddamn island.
Well, good. Alana saunters to the fridge and kicks it hard twice. It springs up.
How? You're welcome. Thank you.
You approach Sloane, who looks delighted at the sight of a half-full fridge. She checks the expiration dates, creating 2 mini mounds of snacks and drinks. Seems like you've hit the jackpot.
And that's not all.
Sloane gestures you to come closer. She cups her mouth and whispers, "What?"
I found a tent in one of the boxes and built it before you guys arrived. We can make it our own secret hideout, eat our makeshift dinner, and catch up.
Secret. Sloane, mixed signals. I think that's what I've been giving you, mixed signals. That's what it is. Yeah.
You totally wanted to be friends.
Do we get to hoard all the snacks? I mean, that's really all I'm thinking about right now.
Maybe we can leave them one packet each?
Thank you. Sounds fair.
I'd love to spend time with you before, you know.
We put our lives on the line again.
Exactly.
Run away.
'Cause, how is Hayden gonna feel even if you're friendly, you spent the night with Sloane? And then it's gonna look scandalous to everybody else, too.
Yeah, let's just stay with the others, I'm good with resting here. Yeah.
But you gotta stop, 'cause you gotta stop, hot dude, with mixed signals. Or just reiterate one more time that y'all are friends.
Yeah. I mean, it's snowing pretty hard,
True. Well, I'll be outside if you need me.
Yeah, I definitely need you to be outside. That's good.
Have you seen Damien?
Go see Damien. No. He needs help. He looks like he needs a fort right now. He needs a wonderful, silent, quiet tent in the opposite end of the room. That'd be great. She grabs some of the food and happily steps outside. The next morning, everyone prepares to re-enter Eros's headquarters.
Thank you for... I
There.
wasn't sure where you were going to go.
We're not going to go there. Nope.
Look at that. It's really awkward.
That is 100% nope. Bright and early the next day, you and Sloane lead the group as you plod through the snowy tracks. Everyone okay? Depends on what you mean by okay. I'm numb from the neck down, but at least it's not snowing.
Good point. Who cares about snow? I'm ready for a fight!
Whoa. But maybe we should get there first before that, Edith.
Oh, he got his suit back on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lucky me.
Then onward we go.
Sloane points forward like an explorer and marches on. When you reach one of the hallways, Sloane points at an elevator guarded by Eros's security. You and the others stop abruptly.
I've connected the security cam controls into my phone. I can play some kind of video on the monitors to distract the guards before we perform a stealth attack.
Or we can try one of my trusty PI tricks, an elaborate diversion tactic meant to baffle the targets.
That's vague. And to be fair, Sloane knows more about Eros than you do.
But I'm no stranger to infiltrations in the art of deception. Just trust me on this. Your group quiets down to listening on the guards.
Mr. West is deploying all available guards to search the perimeters. These prisoners must be something else.
He even dispatched a team to the old con tower.
Oh, no. So they would have caught him if they hadn't come back.
Yeah.
Oh.
They wouldn't know about that place.
How would we?
Stealth. That's good stealth. Alright, we don't have much time.
Yeah, pick one.
Enemy, mine, yeah. Mess with those monitors, dude.
Fingers crossed.
Sloane taps a string of code into her phone. One of the screens near the guards flickers to life. It shows an empty basement with one of them on duty. Wait, what's this? He approaches the screen and watches himself dancing to a snazzy tune. His eyes widen and he circles wildly around the hallway. How'd you get this, Tanner?
It wasn't me.
Damien steps out with a smirk. Not Tanner, but I like the jazz hands. What? Who are you? Before the guard responds, Damien's fist connects with his jaw, and he falls to the ground. Steve grabs the guard's taser from its holster
Yeah,
and
Steve.
aims at his companion, who also collapses with a thud.
All right, Steve!
Not so chatty now, huh? Teamwork makes the dream work. Yeah. The elevator ride is swift and silent. The door opens with a welcoming ding.
We're here.
They're gone. Look at the machinery on the left. Tech, dude. Major tech. Hey, who's that? Is that somebody there?
I think they're just making stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's a different color.
Oh, there's Hayden. He pointed a figure strapped to a surgical table. Your eyes scan the room, and your jaw slackens in shock. Hi, I'm Troy McClure. You might remember me from such matches as 103, 107, and 104. Dot, dot, dot. So, yeah, my voice registration, they're working on it, but, I mean, we're a progressive company, so, it doesn't really matter. If there's people who, are into kind of this voice, then, why would that be a problem? As a matter of fact, I think you're the one with the problem if you don't like this voice. Hey, hot dude. You are so sexy. No, it's not working. That's all right. It's a niche market. It's a niche market. Are those? Steve's face turns pale, and he sways on his feet. Other matches. Everyone rushes to Hayden. You and Nadia unlatch the metal cuffs while Sloan tweaks her control panel. Hayden, wake up. Hayden gasps and sits upright. She takes in all of you.
Not to sound ungrateful, but I'm getting a little sick of waking up this way.
Sloan hugs her tight.
Are you okay? You remember us, right? Yes, Nadia, but you shouldn't have come here.
You help her stand and guide her to the door. Why? I mean, what's the... A deafening sound. Yep. That splits the air. All of you cover your ears and duck in reflex. Attention! Operation Hive Mind is now in effect. I repeat, Operation Hive Mind is commenced. Everyone to their rendezvous points immediately.
Guys!
Ooh. Damien curses under his breath. Your eyes follow their gaze to the matches lined against the wall. Hi, I'm Troy McClure, your biggest nightmare. Hi, I'm an even more big nightmare. Trust me. Because I'll psych you out first. And then I'll totally break you down. The match's eyes snap open one at a time, locking in on you and your friends.
Oh, shit.
This can't be good. You've reached the end of the chapter. Yes. That's pretty cool. That's a good cliffhanger. Alright, chapter 16 coming up next week. Thanks for sticking with us. Rate, comment, subscribe. Do all of the things that is important for doing on the YouTubes.
Do all the things!
That's right. Alright guys, take care.